Hello guys, Cameron Red 01 here, bringing you another episode of FS17 Fridays. We are on Sosnovska today guys, and as you can see, we are currently not at the farm. That is because we are buying a new field, and I am now going to reveal to you which field we will be buying. So if I slowly go around this way, that's our harvester set up, because there's already a crop in it, which is handy. So there we go, that is the field we are buying. It's field 26, about the middle of the map on the very right hand side. So that's what we'll be buying, and in today's video we're going to be harvesting it. But first of all, we need to actually hand over the money to complete the transaction for the field. So if we click here, as you can see there, it costs us £45,246 and we have £70,699. So we will buy, and that field is now officially ours, and that leaves us with £25,453 left. So let's jump into our harvester. Okay, and what we're going to do now is begin harvesting it. So I'm not going to do a time lapse for this because it's not actually too big of a field. So let's lower our header. Okay, and I'm not sure why it's not letting me actually turn the machine on. The machine should be ready. I think it's been folded, so there we go. It is now letting us do it, so we can turn the combine on and away we go. So this is a barley crop, and it was already planted in the field as you saw before we bought it. So it was already planted, ready for us to harvest, so it was quite a easy field to buy. That should bring us some instant money from it, which is rather a good idea when buying some new fields. But like I said, it shouldn't take us too long at all because it's not that big of a field. As you can see, we are already at the top. And if you're wondering how we managed to fund this, I sold some canola that we had in storage, because we had quite a large amount of that from our harvest in field 19. But it is a nice change of scenery to be working in a different field now, so we won't only be working in field 19 now, but also field 26. Okay, so there you can see it's not a big field at all if we are already at the other side of the field. It's quite expensive field for its size, but that's one thing I have noticed since the release of FS17 compared to FS15. The fields are a lot more dearer and in a way more realistic. But it's kind of a good idea because it makes you work hard to earn the fields, so it makes it a little harder to be able to achieve new fields. So you look forward to managing to earn new fields, which is what we've done on this series for quite a couple of episodes now. And finally we have managed to save up enough money to buy the new field and extend the farm outwards into the local community. And as you can see, that's another row done now. So we'll spin round and head back down as we begin our next journey down the field. Okay, so that's 4 rows done now. Okay, and we'll do a row actually inside the machine itself in cap. Quite difficult to drive this machine in cab because you can't quite see where the end is coming up to, but I think we're roughly on line. Don't do much in cab driving, to be honest, because it's not really my favourite type of driving, but just do a little bit. Okay, so we'll go back to this view now and let's look at the disastrous job that we have just done. And as you can see, there's the actual edge of the field, so it's not even that wide of a field either, so I don't imagine this to take very long at all. So it probably will be a bit of a shorter episode than usual, but that doesn't matter too much. And yet we missed a slight little bit there just in the middle, but not to worry, I'll get that at the end of a remember. If not, we'll cultivate it into the soil next time. It's only a little bit, so it shouldn't cost us too much money. And the field actually widens as you get towards this end, so although from the other side it looks like we're near the end, at this side it's still quite a lot left because it slightly widens towards this end of the field by a little bit. You'll see what I mean by that when we get to that point. Okay, so it's actually just saying there, great demand at grain elevator for wheat. So that'll be handy to remember if we need to sell any wheat. I'm not sure we have any in storage at the moment. I think we might have like 2,000 litres. But maybe we can plant some wheat in the next episode in this field, or field 19 possibly, and sell it at that grain elevator. So we will have to remember that if we're going to sell some. But we're completing another trip up the field now. There we go. As you can see, there's the end of the field there. and hopefully in the corner there you can see what I mean by how the field widens. But that's another row done. And we are currently 54% full, so we'll probably end up fitting this whole field in, I imagine. Like I said, it's not that big of a field actually, so we may actually fit it in anyway. But I did bring the trailer along with the tractor because I wasn't too sure whether or not we would fit it all in, but if we don't need it, it doesn't matter too much. As you can see there, it starts to narrow in as you come up towards the halfway point of the field. You'll probably be able to see that slightly more on the next journey. If you look at the edge of the field on the right hand side, just here in front of me now. Okay, there you can see it slowly widening, and that's what I mean by how this field slowly widens out a little bit, but it's not too big of a field like I said, so quite a nice little field. Nice quick harvest so we can sell it and get money. But I may actually put this in storage along with some of the others we have in storage for now until we get a great demand for it where we can earn a little bit more for it depending on what the price is when I come to sell it. But let's head back up the field now. Okay, and we've not got much left now at all, not taking us too long either. We'll probably have to come back up to this point once more on our trip back up, and then we'll have got to the narrowest point of the field done, but obviously then it will widen where we'll have a little section separated by itself that we will have to do. But we are currently 78% full, so as you can see we're getting a rather large amount from it, although it's quite a small field. Like I said though, it was planted already, so I'm not sure what the yield is on this field, and if you don't know what yield means, or if you're new, then yield basically means the amount of crop actually growing on the straw. Because when crops grow, for example like barley and wheat, the straw stem grows and you have the actual crop at the top. So the higher your yield is, then the more crop that will be growing on top, which means you will get more crop from the field, and more crop obviously means more money when it comes to be sold. And the way that can be improved is by obviously adding fertilizer to the field, whether that be artificial fertilizer or natural fertilizer from animals. But that's what yield is, and that's how it works if you are interested in that. But let's head get this little bit, and we're on the last little bit now. Okay, so we actually have nearly completed this field. Now, just a small little corner section to do, and then that will be the end of today's video once we have done this. And then hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to plant some new crops, possibly in this field or in field 19, or maybe even both. And then we'll let them grow and harvest them and get some money for them also. And although we bought a new field today, we actually still quite have a lot of money. Like I said, we have 25,000, so maybe we could buy some new machinery also, or sell some old machinery. Obviously we've had this harvester for quite a long time, so maybe we could buy a new harvester, or maybe buy some new tractors, or brand new equipment that we don't own currently on this farm. So we've got a lot to look forward to in the up and coming episodes, but we have nearly completed this field now. We're just gonna have to come back just for that little corner section, but this field is now done. So I would just like to thank you all very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and will remember to go like, comment and subscribe for more fun weekly uploads. But with the completion of this harvest, I am going to end the video here. So once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now, guys.